wonder if other people's podcast setups like look all neat and nice, and then there's just like chaos behind the camera. Probably.
Hello and welcome to
the
Side Quest Creative Podcast, where we will talk about our daily struggles with staying creative in
Not So Creative World.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. What's going on?
Oh, not much. Happy Easter. Yeah.
So, Lachlan,
Yeah.
how have you been creative lately?
Lately, it's been a bit tricky. Obviously there's work. That's always a hurdle. And then I have a 40-minute commute to get home. So that just saps up more time. But
Yeah.
I've been doing a bit of writing. I managed to do a couple little sessions of writing, or rewriting really, is the stage I'm at. So yeah, a couple of those, a little bit of editing of a bit of travel videos. Managed to do that, which is good. I had a bunch of footage that was kind of lost, but it was because it was like hidden in the cloud somewhere. So I finally found that, which was nice. So I can actually get into that. But
Cool.
Yeah.
Are they like videos for you and Crystal, or are they? Are you gonna put it out to the public? Those videos?
Yeah. So the channel is Vengeful Vlogs, and it's me and my wife. So far, the travels for me and my wife, caravanning, and then we're gonna have Japan stuff coming out.
Nice.
But I was pretty slack with it, kind of behind on the edit of that. But
It's your own race. Go your own speed. And where can we find that? Are you on Instagram?
Yeah, it's on Instagram. She handles the Instagram for Vengeful Vlogs.
Cool.
And I am working on the YouTube channel, the longer format. So
Nice.
yeah, I got to start getting those out again. They're pretty fun. I kind of want to steer them eventually into the direction of like more of a behind the scenes for the content that I make, like short films and whatnot, like
Cool.
that sort of thing. I prefer it to be a bit more like that, but it's still fun doing like travel content, and as long as it's kind of interesting.
Definitely.
It's good practice.
Yeah, and that's at Vengeful Vlogs.
Adventure.
Well, yeah, we'll put a link in.
Yeah.
In the show notes, as they all say.
Yeah.
You're legit now. Sorry, go on.
No. I think that's pretty much it. But because we were just we're talking about Easter. We just had Easter. Family came up, and that in itself is another obstacle. Bloody family getting in the way of me being an artist.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
My deep work.
Yeah. That's why you got to cut them off.
Yeah.
Cut them off. Real artists don't have friends or family.
And then when you make it, they'll understand.
Exactly.
They'll get it.
Finally, mum will get it. No, yeah, so it was good to see them, but obviously, yeah, hard to go and do that when you're trying to spend time with family or you're trying to put time in with work.
Absolutely,
Yeah, you got to fit those moments in while you can. What about you, Bridge? Same thing back at you.
Yeah. No, I think like any little bit that you can do while everything else is going on is good. Yeah, don't expect too much, maybe.
Yeah.
It's my philosophy. Yeah, what did I do? Last weekend I did a abstract art workshop.
Oh, cool.
Fun, yeah.
Yep. You were a participant?
I was a
okay.
participant. Yeah,
You weren't
running. Sounds terrifying. But they're always pretty chill when I do them, actually. They're about 10 ladies, and we all spent 2 days, like 6-hour days at the art gallery, or Google Art Gallery.
Yeah, cool.
We all just like bought our supplies, so paints, brushes, some big canvases, and yeah, there was a lovely lady who ran it and gave us some tips. There was a little still life set up on a table, so like some flowers and different shaped jugs and like lemons and limes, just like different points of interest.
Sweet.
Yeah, and we started up just like loosely sort of drawing shapes from that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and there was some really different abstract styles, and I guess it is. I was wondering how she would sort of teach abstraction because it's really hard.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it was a bit like loose, and yeah, there was heaps of different inspiration. Everyone was very encouraging. Sort of just walked around the room and said nice things about each other's art, and
Yeah, cool.
that's cool. And I made something really fun and different as well, really colourful. So
Sweet.
Mm.
Can
Yep.
we show that?
Yeah, I will.
Link in bio.
It's on my website, guys.
Yeah, cool.
Art by Breege. I'll put the link in the show notes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yep.
And so it's abstract. What is that? Is it like
Shit.
you just go crazy?
I should have looked this up before.
Define abstract.
It's hard. So with art, you have like, and I'm only just learning this, so I'm probably gonna get it all wrong. But you have like representational art. So.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about visual art. So it is what it looks like. So like you look at it and you're like, oh, that's a mountain scene, or that's some people, or whatever. Semi-abstract, from my understanding, is when you can still tell like what it is, but it's a bit like blurred. Some parts of it aren't representational.
Yeah.
And it might be, it might just be a bit harder to tell what it is maybe, but you still can. Like it's like hinting at something, like suggesting at something.
So you're like leaving more room for interpretation.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that is a lot of the appeal of abstract art, because the more abstract it is, the more differently it can be interpreted.
Yeah, that's cool.
I reckon, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, abstract art, to my understanding, is whether it be predominantly shapes or colours or an abstracted landscape, the painting is less about what it's representing.
Yeah.
And it's more about the colour. It's more about colour and texture and shape, and also it can be about emotion.
Yeah.
So like you can, instead of painting a landscape, you can paint how a landscape makes you feel using colour and texture and stuff.
Yeah, sweet. Less of like trying to make a photo.
Exactly,
Take a
yeah,
photo.
yeah.
Yeah, and more like it's like a memory or a feeling. Like that's quite
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Nice.
That was fun. And what else? Oh yeah, editing this and
Oh yeah, first episode.
yeah, and starting up some music and starting to try to do a little jingle for this.
Sweet.
So yeah, relearning Ableton and how to do music, which is hard.
Very fun. Very fun. How'd you find editing?
You
You guys both edited this, right?
We did, yeah.
How did you find that?
I expect myself to just be able to learn something instantly, so it's really frustrating
Yeah,
when I don't do that, which is like every time. I expect myself to just be perfect at it. But no, it was lots of like, how do I cut a video into shit?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like videos and shit. But a lot of it was actually really intuitive too.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good software. Yeah.
Yeah. Like at one point I was like, how do I delete this dark space? And it was like, right click delete. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, how did you find it?
How'd you go?
Yeah, I found it much the same. It was fairly intuitive. It was fairly, I don't know, I found it was just laborious. It wasn't difficult. It wasn't easy, I guess. It was just something that took up the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they say that editing, I mean, this was more like editing for like short, like for films, but it was like, it takes 3 times the amount of time to edit something that you shot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you shoot
That's
something, it will take 3 times the
So like 3 hours to edit something that was an hour? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that makes
that can
sense.
be rough. But it totally depends on the content you're doing. Like if it's like a concert or something like this where you can kind of leave it for a bit and it's long form, that's fine. But if it was a scene, then obviously you're doing, you've got to cut back and forth between different angles and mix it with sound and all sorts.
Yeah, and what we were doing is really just quite basic, so it wasn't like putting in star wipes or crossfades or other PowerPoint terms. That sort of thing.
That's good.
Thanks.
So how did you go with your creativity this week?
My creativity? Yeah. Fine. Creativity falling out of every orifice.
Onto the mannequins.
Good.
Spraying them with creative goo. That's a cunt.
Uncut.
Definitely keeping that in.
Put that back in.
Just finding stuff to do at work. It's like you were saying, when you learn things and you get used to it, your mind will start to go to other places and you start to loosen up a little bit, and the creativity sort of just comes in.
Yeah.
And I did sort of find that as well, but I'm also I'm not writing it down like story ideas or anything. I'm sort of just putting it into something creative at work, because I'm finding myself with a lot of time to put it diplomatically, not get bored.
Yeah, right. Entertain yourself,
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know.
Well, see, that's interesting that you bring that up, because it's so what I think I said to you, because you started working the retail job I was working before, and while I was working that retail job, I think I've had this with a couple of jobs, and you got to be careful because you don't want to be like stealing time, they call it, But essentially, I'd have my novel or something in the back of my head, and then when you feel like you've really nailed, like you can kind of do your job in your sleep, or you have a quiet period, and an idea comes and you just take that note down, that sort of thing. Like I feel like they're the little moments where you can squirrel away your little creativity, and by the end of the day you've got like a little page of little notes, and then you go home and you can do them all up. Yeah. And
Do they say, I think I've heard them say, it said that boredom breeds creativity.
oh, definitely. Yeah, for sure. You won't make anything if you're entertained.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need to be. It's like the bedrock of creativity is boredom.
Yeah.
Silence.
So there you have it, people. That's the secret.
It's a secret.
Do nothing.
Get at it. Yeah, no, to a degree, you kind of have to, and that's where work can be very handy, because I feel like it can really stimulate my creativity when I'm at work, and you get like itchy feet for your creativity. You just you want to break out and just make all that stuff, but then once you have that freedom, it's kind of like watching YouTube, I'll chill out, Yeah.
That's funny, yeah.
Yeah, but I think the key, because what you were doing with your creativity going to work, I just can't do that because I'm too selfish. I'm like, no, it's too valuable. I want to keep it. It feels to me, I'm like, it's spilling out when they get it, and maybe that's bad. Maybe that's not good. Maybe I need to put more of my creative energy into my job, and then maybe I have a better job. Or get a promotion.
Maybe.
I'm pretty selfish with my creativity. It's just
What do you mean by selfish?
Well, like I said, I guess I use it to try and create my own projects rather than I'll still show up to work and put in work, I'll do the labor, but I'm happy to just follow someone else's vision and not try to, I don't just have passion for organizing a stand or something like that, because I'm like, I don't care, I'm getting paid by the hour, it doesn't matter if we do it my way or do it your way.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm here for my hourly wage, and in the back of my mind I'd rather be in that sort of, I'd rather save that creative energy to be making a story in the back of my head.
Something
and
you
try-
actually want to make.
Yeah.
So Dylan, did we already ask you how you've been creative lately? I think we
So
did.
go on to the
That's
mannequin
how we got
thing,
onto
yeah.
this.
Did we really go into the mannequin thing?
Yeah, I
Do
think
you
we
wanna
sort of
explain
glossed
the
over
mannequin
it.
thing at work? Or not?
Well, oh yeah. Well, it's. Look, I was been there for about a month and a half, and I found some mannequins one day. It's a shop front, and I've just been rearranging the mannequins. I've been updating their clothing. I've started putting them in little scenarios.
It's very
Resting
creative.
up against
It's fun.
resting up against things, putting cups in their hands, naming them, talking to
them.
Marrying them.
Do they talk back?
They don't talk back. No.
No.
Talk back.
No, and I don't talk to them. But yeah, like just sort of just I don't know, putting them in little scenarios that I find. I just am trying to entertain myself while, like you say, doing the job.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just something that I've found to occupy my time.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, look, I can get it too, because I feel like mannequins are something whenever I go into a shop that are they're meant to catch your eye, because it's a fake human. Half the time the proportions are like, they got fucking shredded abs or big, they're meant to be a specimen, because they're like showing off all the stuff. This sounds bad. This sounds like I have a thing for mannequins.
Keep going, man. Keep going.
I'm like, what is it? The guy from I'm not gonna be able to remember it. Community. The Asian guy from Hangover. He was like a mannequin, like
Chang.
Chang. That's it. Anyway, I'm not like that. Promise. But I just think whenever you see them, they're fun to fuck around with. Like, I'd love to throw one off the building or something.
Yeah. Like the car crash dummies.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing.
I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I've been creative.
Are you going to continue this fashion?
Little side project.
Fashion creativity?
No.
Probably not. No,
Probably
not. I'll just keep updating them as we get new stock.
Yeah.
But no.
No.
Sort of just keep it as is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, not really. I don't really want to be or feel the need to be selfish with mine. I sort of just I guess I'm sort of just using it to I don't know, entertain myself. But yeah.
Alright, does someone else want to ask another question? I think we covered that one pretty good.
We did. So, okay. Ways we can keep creativity alive while working.
Yeah, I mean, that can be the topic. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We sort of already
I
covered
know
it.
we
Yeah,
covered
we
that in
did.
that one. Yeah.
It's all done. 10 minutes.
Well, what about ways we can keep creativity alive while working?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's really my big thing is if I'm working a job that doesn't necessarily require all of my creative or like kind of any of my creative energy or just not much of it, then I just try to find those moments where I can write those things down. Yeah, I think in the back of my mind I'm working on my creative thing.
Yeah. And I wonder if like doing something else sort of frees up your mind to do that a bit.
Yeah. Well, that's what I heard Brandon Sanderson recommend.
Never heard of him. Who is he?
This obscure little author.
Does he write romance?
Romanticy.
Fantasy, I know.
But he, in one of his lectures, he pretty much said, a lot of writers think that a good job for them would be to be like a teacher, so they can learn, an English teacher, so they can learn how to learn their craft while getting paid. But it usually just kills their writing for them because they're constantly marking papers and they're constantly in that world. Whereas like he pretty much recommended if you want a perfect job for writing is like go be a bricklayer.
I think I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard him say that.
And I totally agree. I feel like I'm way more creative, especially if it's a labor job, a very physical job, less heady, because you're using that physical energy rather than the mental energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is very closely related to your creative energy.
True. Yeah, and my job is a lot of writing and sitting.
Yeah.
So I do think about being like painting all day. But then also by the end of the day, I'm just sick of sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit hard, but I do still sometimes do it. Like I still sometimes come home and just keep sitting and just do some painting.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
You also raise your desk as well.
Stand up desk.
Yeah. I do struggle a bit. I struggle standing for very long at all, but apparently it's more about like the moving between positions and staying.
Yeah, well that's it. If you stand for a long period of time, it's nearly just as bad as sitting for a long period of time if you're just not moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you nearly need whatever it is that you do to express your creativity. You nearly want your day job to be the opposite of that. Which is it's bad in a way for me because I've just transitioned into essentially an office job where I'm sitting at a computer for 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours a day, and then I go home, and that's a 40-minute drive sitting down, and then I sit myself in front of my laptop where I'm going to write my book. So I'm just sitting a lot, whereas even before that, when I was in the retail side of that business, I was walking around the shop constantly. I was getting the steps up, not that I was tracking them, but I was doing that, and I was talking to customers, and I actually think that position was better for my creativity. Yeah,
makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of unavoidable being sedentary these days.
Yeah. It'd be nice if the government came in and they're like, all right, we all need standing desks with treadmills now. It's just mandatory, that's minimum. That'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I don't know.
Did you want to do the next
That was
one?
2 years ago.
Sorry.
2 years ago.
Yeah, no, it makes total sense that your brain function is more creative when it's not being used, when it's more physical than it is mental.
Yeah.
I mean, boredom is a cure, right? I mean, if you're not creative, get bored, and then you'll find ways to entertain yourself or distract yourself or do whatever you need to. But yeah, it's one of those things where, I guess,
That's an interesting thing too. When you're at that state of boredom, that's like you're at the ground zero. But then you have the choice to either entertain yourself through something entertain yourself by your own hand, which I feel that's the creative route. Or you outsource it and get someone else to do it. You pay someone.
True.
You watch a movie, you read a book, you go on the internet. And that's what, I think that guy that I was talking about, David Doberman? No, I don't know. I heard this from someone, but it was kind of just how we have it's either like a create or consume sort of culture with especially the online work. It's like, that's sort of
consume.
Create or be consumed.
Totally, yeah. I mean, it feels easier to just consume, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Yeah, but then you turn out like the people in Wall-E.
I don't know if I've seen that.
I could do
It's been
that.
a long time.
You reckon?
You'd be fat in a chair, the big slurpy drink.
Yeah, well, you
You
must
get
have
ChatGPT to go chat you slurpy drink.
Yeah.
As soon as they come out with that chair, I'm in it. I'm ready for the future.
Yeah. Says the one who's complaining about sitting down every day, all day.
Yeah.
I'm accomplished, man.
I'm getting that, yeah.
Yeah, but if I had no choice, it'd be fine.
Yeah. If we all did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we move on, they do say that people have their best ideas in the shower and stuff, hey? And on walks, I think.
Yeah, and taking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Yeah, right before you're about to go to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you ever have anxiety.
There's an old artist we were talking about. Is it an artist or a philosopher?
Who is it?
I can't remember his name, but he was the one that made up. He believed that you have your best like creative ideas as you're falling asleep.
Yeah.
So, like your brain, something happens with your brain. Maybe it's like your waking brain. You're like, so maybe it's subconscious, semi-conscious, or something.
That sounds familiar. I don't know if it was one of the like psychologists, like Freud or Carl Jung or something.
Not Freud. Someone looked like
Cooler.
less famous than them.
Oh yeah.
Someone less well known, I think.
Was that the person that like they would hold like something heavy?
Yes.
And then they'd fall asleep and drop it and they'd like wake up and then they'd start. Yeah, it was like the water.
He had like a trick for it where like you'd sit like on a chair normally, not how I'm sitting.
Yeah.
And you'd like have your hands out and be holding something like a spoon. I think you're holding a spoon.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting in a chair, and below on the ground is a plate. And I think you just sit there until you start to fall asleep, and then like as you're falling asleep, your hand will like drop the spoon on the plate and then wake you up or something like that.
That's crazy.
And then you like write
Who's got
down.
time for that?
And you can fall asleep in a chair too.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, no, it's the hypnagogic state.
There we go.
And Salvador Dali. Who
Right.
did that.
Yeah. Okay.
The surrealist painter who.
Cool. That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
That with his paintings.
So was there one more question we didn't hit on?
We did have, yes, one at the bottom. I don't know. Oh, we didn't do the bottom two, I think.
So we've got the pressure to monetize your art
That's a good one.
or your creative expression. How does it change it, and is that good or bad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Interesting question.
it is. It's a good one. I definitely feel it big time because that's what I mean, it wasn't really pressure to monetize, but it's that I want to do that all the time, and so I need to be able to earn a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to earn money from it to do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in you guys and your experience of that.
I don't know. I've never earned money.
It's money.
Yeah. It's a blessing and a curse, I think, because while it'd be nice to be able to just explore your creativity in whatever direction you want. I think that having structure of delivering something to an audience, I don't know, I think that definitely shapes what it is.
Yeah.
Like, even just something simple as like a novel, the structure of a novel and how that's marketed to an audience and presented, like, yeah, that's going to influence a lot of things. But I don't know, I find some comfort in that structure that it provides, because there's a lot of people who have come before who have used that structure to create a product, which I know a lot of creative people don't, that's not really the type of language they want to hear. But I think you need to have one foot in that sort of way of thinking and the other foot in the creative. You have this weird split personality where half of you is the writer or the painter and the other half is the agent or the producer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an interesting challenge to balance those two things for sure.
Yeah, I can see how like putting the weight of your living on your art would cripple it, because that's like so much pressure.
Definitely, yeah. Well, I guess that's what's nice about having it as a side hustle,
Mm.
a side
Totally,
quest.
yeah, true.
That's you take the pressure off, and it's anything you make is just a nice bonus.
We're all doing this on purpose. We could totally make heaps of money from it if we wanted, but we don't.
We just don't feel like it.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of artists talk about how it ruins it when they start putting money on it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still kind of feel like that's the way I want to go. I feel like I can manage that, and the stress of that isn't as bad as the stress I'm feeling right now. Not
Right
doing
now?
that.
Yeah.
Not right now, but like with the current situation of earning money for a living.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like I could handle that pressure. But I don't really know. I don't know how people do it. I think you have to like automate a lot.
Yeah.
So like if you're doing art classes, like having online art classes is a good one because you do all the content and
Yeah.
then you just have it there,
Mm-hmm.
and then it sort of cycles for people to buy it, so you get a steady income.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely trying to like minimize how much you need to be at a storefront. Selling your wares, I think, is a big. That can just take a lot of energy out of someone. So I think, it's good to automate that.
Like, are you talking like markets and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done markets before. Wife does resin art, and we've done a lot of markets to go and sell the resin art, and some have been very successful, others have been not successful, and that can be the worst because you're just like, what did we do with our weekend, with our Saturday? Just it's still fun, still nice, social, something to do. But she's gotten a bit more into supplying businesses with her art, and that's just nice because she's essentially got a shop open with her artwork's ready to sell without needing to be there, which is great.
That's great.
I think, because at the end of the day, that's not her passion isn't retail, you know what I mean? Like, she's not trying to sell, like, she's not, it feels nice to sell something that you've made, but I think the act of making it is more why she does it, so why we all do it.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Yeah, we'll have to get her on here one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She wants to.
I think so. I think we could drag her to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about you? Have you felt pressure to...
I've never wanted to monetize anything that I do creatively. I have an aversion to it. I hate it. I don't like the fact that people value creative works based on, even subconsciously, based on how much money it's worth. I don't want to sell it. I'd sell it for free if, people downloaded it or bought it or, whatever. But, I mean, if someone sees something for free, then there's more likely a chance that they say that it's not, they anticipate that it's not going to be great based on the fact that it's literally worth nothing.
It's
you know?
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy to think that we could ever think that like a dollar value can capture the value of something that's like so emotional.
Yeah. So I think with that you have to find a good midline where people aren't paying too much for it, but you're still making some sort of money because you have to if you're going to make it. But long and short, I don't like the fact that it's a part of it. I don't really like the fact that you have to do 3, 4, 5 jobs to do something where you just want to create it. You can outsource it, but then you're looking at paying those people as well.
What do you mean by 3, 4 jobs? Like,
well, it's like Lachlan was saying before. You're a writer, you're a producer, you're a director, you're doing the marketing. You've got fucking 6 hats now, and all you wanted to do was write or paint or do whatever you wanted to do. But now it's become this job that's not what you envisioned. It's part of it's part of a cycle where you sort of just have to either do it yourself or find someone who can do it and organise the payment plan there. But even then, money's involved, and
Yeah, hard to get away from money in the society we live in.
yeah,
But I think that's maybe writing, for example, you do have the indie publishing scene. That's where you would have to wear more of those hats when you're going to do it all yourself. And there are advantages to that because you get more of the profit, you know. But if you went traditional publishing,
well, that's if they accept you.
that's it. You need to be accepted by them.
More gatekeepers.
Definitely.
Same with art as well. Like if you,
Yeah.
if you don't do it all yourself, it's got to be through like a gallery, which is like a publisher.
Yeah.
So,
And I guess that's the big pro is if you broke into any of those things, if you got past the gatekeepers, you got published, you get to just focus a bit more on writing rather than what the cover art's going to be and how we're going to market it. All that. But I mean, it's been interesting. We're in a weird time now where I don't know. You could do either. But you know, one obviously requires a bit of luck and persistence with rejection letters and stuff. But yeah.
Either way, it's a lot of work, isn't it? A lot of work.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really got to be the work you want to do, I suppose. Yeah. All right. So the last question we have here is, what is your? We kind of covered this, but final question. What is your self-care if feeling unmotivated for creativity? So maybe to make this one a bit different, although we may have lost this, we might have lost that with that bit of footage. Maybe we say outside of sort of the work drain, you know what I mean? Including sort of if you had a day off but you just didn't feel like doing it, you woke up, you're feeling a little lazy.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that kicks you into gear?
Yeah, to get into it, yeah. Music a bit can change the vibe, like putting on some like a bit more upbeat music.
Yeah.
Me. But I always forget for some reason that that's an option, that I can just put music on and then like everything feels a bit different.
Yeah, for sure. I feel that.
Maybe even someone mentioned like a dopamine menu recently.
What's that?
Yeah, it's like a list of things that you have like on your phone or on the fridge or something that generally make you feel a bit better, like a bit more motivated. And yeah, it could be like put on music or like go for a walk or have a shower.
Just like a little reminder of different things that you enjoy. That's clever.
Yeah, I like the concept. But yeah, for me, and I mention that because I do just forget that like simple things like that help half the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, putting on music, listening to a podcast again. I think going for a walk. We've discovered like walking in the morning is good for like getting the oxygen flowing into the brain, getting the blood flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Anything physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything physical.
Nice.
Yeah, good.
Do you think does it help you in the moment while you're doing the physical thing, or is it more of an afterwards?
Yeah, just in the moment.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, like you were saying, gets you out of your head. Yeah, it's just running. It's my thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, nice. I think I agree with both of you. Environment is definitely strong for helping out with your creativity. I'm currently living out of a caravan, so it's kind of hard to control the environment. I really appreciate living in a house, like just having a spare room that you can
It's
set up for
Yeah.
your creative task, or even just like a shed where you can just tinker around. It's like those things, if you have them, are so valuable because that space is telling you what to do in it. how to
Totally,
act.
yeah.
Yeah. And that is going to be so much more powerful than your own willpower. That's sort of a finite resource that will run out every day. And especially if you have been working, you've probably used most of it up. So if you come home and then you try to rely on willpower to get you there, you're probably just going to fail more often than not. Maybe not, who knows? But the more you can set that environment up through music and placing things in the right spot and putting reminders up, and just even ease of access is a big one too. Like,
Definitely, yeah.
like if I want to take more photos, like I have lots of different areas in my caravan where I can store things, but some stuff is kind of like deep storage, like under my bed. The whole bed lifts up. Hard to get to, especially I've got a little dog, and if he's on it, it's like, oh, I feel bad. Like, so like if I put my camera in under the bed, it's like I'm not taking any photos, you know.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure I have that in sort of a quick access area.
Yeah.
Same with my laptop. I kind of invested in, like, I'm kind of bag crazy right now, so buying this, I bought a Yeti bag, which I bought that. It's totally a fucking overspend, but the idea was it's a tough bag that the laptop can be in, and I can wear it around town, and kind of if I ever need to have a day where I'm just like going around and writing, that helps for ease of access. So yeah,
That's
definitely.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're totally right. Easing that transition into the art, definitely. They talk about, even with painting too. I'm very lucky that I have a whole room.
Yeah.
For that.
How'd you swing that?
Yeah.
Where's your whole room?
Oh,
this.
yeah.
You could use this.
It's like, this is my room.
That's alright. We'll get that typewriter up, and this can be your room. Except for when it's podcast room.
That's a good idea. But I have like a little tray that has my paints and water and stuff in it,
nice.
ready to go, which helps. And then watercolor paints as well are good for that, because they're pretty much just add water and go.
Yeah, cool. Nice.
Well, the idea behind the question was if you're feeling unmotivated, if you're feeling guilty for being unmotivated, if you're feeling however you're feeling, it's how do you sort of combat that, or how do you reassure yourself, or how do you sort of just like become okay with not doing the thing that you're trying to drive yourself to do, especially if you suffer from an inconsistent mind, or if you are someone who feels overly sensitive or overly bad when you don't get your creativity or something in. Like how do you guys combat or just self-soothe in that sort of sense?
Are you saying like if you're in a bit of a creativity hole, kind of?
From day to day, creativity is different.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is if there is a day where it's maybe a hole, or maybe a slump, or maybe you're trying to get over some sort of speed hump, or whatever it might be, like
it's a really good reframe,
without diving into the negativity of it, without feeling bad about it, then how do you sort of make yourself feel a bit better?
I think a lot of this podcast is a bit about that, because we're talking about ways that you can be creative that aren't necessarily the obvious ways, and how this relates to that, I think, is by appreciating the ways that you're creative even when you're not even physically working on something. So like it could be just taking photos of little things that inspire you in the day, or like writing down little phrases or sentences, and they don't have to have anything to do with each other, but just, or ideas, or scribbling a little thing down, I don't know. Because definitely in that cycle of shame and guilt, that's not going to help anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with that, it's tricky because it's like you need to learn when you make, if you make a mistake like that, you need to learn from it, but then you also have to cut it off like nearly immediately. Otherwise, it just becomes a cycle. So
What's the mistake in this context like?
Well, I mean, say you had a day and you set some goals to, get stuff done, to meet some creative deadlines, or,
And then didn't do it.
And then you didn't
that's
do
the
it, yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, that's sort of the error, the mistake. Yeah, just feeling and admitting that happened, and then saying like, well, that makes me feel, I'm not proud of that. So let's try and do better. And then not dwelling on it, But it's sort of like if you don't kind of do that one part where you kind of admit it to yourself and you're too quick to jump onto like, no, I'm not going to fall into the negativity cycle, then it's like, I think you might just end up getting away with it all the time. So it might keep happening. So
you think, the danger is that you'd never pull yourself out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the only one that's really suffering there is yourself as well. And I think, like, I guess it depends on who you are and your personality, but I definitely think negative reinforcement doesn't work. And for sure, like admitting, I wanted to get more done today than what I did. I'm not really happy with that. But I think just easing off on expectations too. Like, I have way too high expectations all the time. Like, I want to do a million things in a day. And so my experience might be different to other people's, but I can come down really hard on myself if like I didn't do the 10 things I wanted to do in one day.
Yeah.
Even 5, even if it's just 5. But like each of those things might take longer than what I wanted them to. So yeah, I think like a lot of understanding really. And like tomorrow's another day too.
Yeah.
And maybe just like approaching it differently the next day. And sort of what you were saying too, like not carrying that over to the next day, like accepting that it happened. And so that you're not sort of just dragging that shit around.
Yeah. The new day is definitely very like, I don't know, it's just nice to have a complete reset, Be like, just don't carry that from the last day into this, like that is just such a trap. So yeah, definitely don't want that.
Did we answer the question?
I think we did. I feel like we've had
Self-care.
Anything?
Understanding and reframing.
Anything you guys reckon to sign off?
I mean, with self-care, like the obvious things do help as well, like trying to get a good sleep, exercising, water, healthy food. All those things can make you feel better, and then you're probably going to be able to create easier as well.
Yeah.
Fueling the body and mind, just like any other work, I suppose. And maybe even seeing it as work as well, like in a positive way. But like most of us, when we go to work each day, there's like a routine involved. So we'll get ready, we'll brush our teeth, do our hair, clothes, whatever, drive to work, and we sort of get into that frame of mind, which helps. So maybe doing some of those things like having a shower, putting on nice clothes like you would any other day, maybe just treating it more not too seriously, but like getting yourself in the right frame.
Yeah, I get that for sure. Like even just the difference between, I mean, it's not a good example because I'm wearing shorts now, but like if I'm going to spend a day working on something, if I like wear nice jeans or dress pants, and I feel, or like nice shoes. I feel like that puts me into more of a action professional sort of mindset to actually commit and get things done. So I can put my big boy pants on. Whereas if I wear my shorts, I'm just kind of like, like picking at the belly button. Yeah.
Nice.
It's great. Yeah, such small things can have big psychological effects, I think.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
And they talk about like habit stacking as well. So like if you want to start a new habit, like attaching it to an existing habit.
Oh yeah.
Which could maybe tie into that too.
True.
Yeah. So anything else you guys wanted to add or discuss briefly?
No.
Thank you for listening to episode 2 of the SideQuest Creative Podcast. Fuck yeah. I've been your co-host, Lachlan.
I've been Dylan.
I've been your co-host, Greige.
And together, we are... No, cut it there.
We are fabulous.
Fabulous.